Most people believe speaking gives them power. Machiavelli knew the truth. The moment you open your mouth, you may be giving away the one thing that truly protects you, your mind. Today, we explore why silence, not words, is the greatest weapon you already hold. Asterisk. Look around you. Phones buzzing, notifications flashing, people constantly talking, posting, sharing, desperate to be seen, to be heard. We live in a world terrified of quiet. Why? Because silence forces something we usually avoid. It forces us to confront ourselves. In psychology, this is simple yet profound. When the noise stops, we are left with our own thoughts. No distraction, no escape. And for many, that can feel unbearable. Anxiety spikes, overthinking takes over, restlessness sets in. But this isn't just a modern problem. Machiavelli lived in chaos, not of notifications or social media, but political turbulence, betrayal, and survival. For him, silence wasn't just calm, it was strategy, a shield against those who sought to exploit weakness. Today, our chaos is mental rather than political. The constant chatter, the need for approval, the pressure to overshare, these are the traps we stumble into. Silence, when embraced, becomes a tool, not just a pause. It is the first step toward control, clarity, and power. Asterisk. Niccolo Machiavelli wasn't writing a manual for villains. He was a keen observer of human behavior, under pressure of people navigating power, betrayal, and ambition. And one truth he uncovered still resonates today. Real influence begins not by speaking, but by restraint. Think of it this way. In any situation, people reveal far more through what they do or don't do than through what they say. Appearance and reality rarely match. Those who rush to act or explain often give away their position, their vulnerabilities, their intentions. Meanwhile, those who watch, wait, and listen are quietly gathering insight. Here's the key takeaway. Silence is not manipulation. It is not about tricking or deceiving others. It is about information discipline, choosing what to reveal, when to reveal it, and, just as importantly, what to withhold. When you practice this, you are not being secretive for the sake of it. You are learning to measure your words, protect your energy, and observe the world before reacting. It's the difference between chaos and clarity, between being pushed around and steering the course yourself. Asterisk. Perfect. Silence isn't empty, it's charged. Think about a conversation. When someone pauses, something shifts. The brain notices the gap. People start to fill it. They reveal more than they intended. They over-explain, overshare, sometimes even contradict themselves, all because the quiet unsettles them. Psychologists call it the vacuum effect. Human minds are wired to respond, to react, to explain. Remove the stimulus, your words, and suddenly they must project, guess, and reveal. That is power. But here's the subtlety. Silence works best when purposeful. You don't shut down to intimidate. You let others speak, while you gather insight, measure tone, and notice intention. And there's a second layer, energy. Every word you speak carries a cost, mental, emotional, social. By speaking less, you conserve energy for observation, planning, and strategic action. While others are exhausted by constant chatter, you remain calm, composed, and in control. The modern world equates noise with relevance, but Machiavelli teaches the opposite. Relevance comes from restraint. Silence is not absence, it is presence, in its most disciplined, most intelligent form. Asterisk. Asterisk. Now, how do you turn silence into a tool you can use every day without seeming cold or unapproachable? Before responding in any conversation, whether it's a text, a meeting, or a debate, count in your mind, let the silence stretch just enough to give your words weight. Suddenly, your response isn't automatic. It shows thought, control, and authority. When someone is speaking, resist the urge to interrupt or react immediately. Maintain a calm, neutral expression. Listen actively, but speak sparingly. People will fill the silence themselves, revealing intentions, feelings, and plans you wouldn't have discovered otherwise. Stop oversharing. Limit social media overshares, constant life updates, or venting to friends. Instead, ask questions and redirect conversations. Become the person who listens more than they speak. People will perceive you as thoughtful, intriguing, and self-possessed. The key is this: tactical silence is not avoidance, it is strategy. It's about choosing your words with precision, conserving your energy, and letting the world reveal itself to you while you remain observant and composed. Asterisk. When you stop filling every moment with noise, your brain finally has space to think. Problems become clearer, decisions easier, and your emotions more manageable. Stress drops because you're no longer reacting to every stimulus. By staying composed and speaking less, you project confidence and calm. People naturally respect someone who doesn't chase approval or validation. They listen when you finally speak, because your words carry weight. Ironically, talking less can make you more relatable. People open up to you because you're listening, not because you're performing. Silence creates space for others to be heard, and they subconsciously value that. Every word you speak takes energy. Strategic silence lets you conserve it for what truly matters: planning, executing, or simply enjoying life without distraction. Think of it as charging your internal battery. Remember, Machiavelli's world was chaotic, full of unpredictable forces. Today, the chaos is different, but the principle is the same. By mastering silence, you gain clarity, respect, and control over your own life. And the best part? Nobody can take your silence away, it's yours alone. Asterisk. Asterisk. Here's the takeaway. Silence isn't weakness, it's self-mastery. It's the space where your thoughts grow sharp, your decisions become deliberate, and your presence becomes magnetic. Most people waste their energy trying to explain themselves, seeking approval, or filling the noise. You don't have to. By embracing silence, you reclaim control over your mind and over how the world perceives you. Start small. Practice pausing before you respond. Listen more than you speak. Protect your personal space and your energy. Watch how the world begins to lean in when you finally choose to speak. Machiavelli understood one truth that never changes. The quiet observer often holds more power than the loudest voice in the room. Let the silence settle, and remember, the mind that speaks less commands more. Asterisk. If you're ready to harness the power of your own silence, hit like, share your experiences below. How has silence shifted your perspective?